Well, if you've been following along, we've created our new workbook. We've started on our first sheet, adding in text and numbers. The next logical step is to insert some formulas or functions that will perform calculations on the numbers we've entered. That's what we're going to do in this movie with our leaf and mortar revenue sheet here. If you're catching up, just go up to the File tab, go down to Open, click Browse to navigate to the exercise files. In there, in Chapter 1, double-click that one, you'll find LM Revenues 0104. Select that one and click Open, and you'll be all caught up. All right, the next thing we want to do is total up numbers in each of these columns. So let's start with our January figures here. We'll click in cell C11. That's next to totals under January. There are different ways to insert formulas or functions, but they all start the same way, and that is with the equal sign. Go ahead and hit the equal sign. Now, whatever we type here is going to be part of a formula. That's what the equal sign means. So you might be tempted to start typing in the numbers you see up above, like 2.95 plus 3.11, and so on. When you get all four numbers and press enter, you'll get the right answer. Problem is, if we go back and change any of these numbers, the total will not change. It won't be reflected. So there's a better way. Backspace to take out those numbers and leave the equal sign. What we really want is the contents of cell C6 plus the contents of C7, C8, and C9. So that's exactly what we can type. Go ahead, type in C6, a plus sign, C7. As we continue with plus signs, you can see those cells getting selected. And also check out the formula bar up above. You can see the formula being created up here. We can edit up there or right here in the cell. All right, C6 plus C7, all we need now is C8 plus C9 and press enter. There's our answer, 10.51. The beauty of the formula is if we go back to Canada and realize we made a mistake here, it should be 3.95. All we have to do is click there and type 3.95. It'll type right over what's there, press enter, and check out the total. It gets updated, automatically reflecting the change. So that's the beauty of the formula. But imagine if you had a long string of numbers, maybe all of the months for several years. You wouldn't want to be adding up cells with plus signs. So there's another way. Let's go to cell C11, click there, and hit your delete key on the keyboard. That removes the contents. What we're going to do now is use a function. Again, it starts with the equal sign, but this time we're going to use the sum function. There are many functions to choose from. When we type in sum, you can see a number of sum type functions appear on a dropdown. And the top one is highlighted, adds all the numbers in a range of cells. That's the one we want. The range has to be enclosed in round brackets. So we start with an opening round bracket. And now the range is actually C6 to C9. And we can type that in. Go ahead. Type in C6, a colon, and then C9, then a closing round bracket, and press enter. Notice how the whole range is highlighted or selected. We get the same answer, and when we click in cell C11, we see that answer up here on the formula bar is the formula or function that gives us that answer. So that's one option. There's an even faster way, believe it or not. Let's hit delete again. Try this. Equals sum, open round bracket. Now just click and drag across those four cells. Notice the range gets typed in for you. You don't even have to know what the cells are. A closing round bracket and press enter. There's that same answer. And because all of these numbers are together, not separated by text or anything else, there's an even faster way. It's called the auto sum. Go back to cell C11, hit your delete key to remove the contents. And right there in cell C11, we're going to go up to the Formulas tab on the ribbon here, and you'll notice an Auto Sum button. The lower half is a drop-down. Click the lower half. You'll see other auto functions like average, counting numbers, maximum and minimums can be found in a string of cells. But when we click Sum or the top half of that button, watch what happens. Press Enter, and there's your answer. So what happened? Let's go back to cell C11. What's happening here is all of this gets typed for you. The auto sum function is looking for numbers. Nothing over here on the left, nothing to the right or below. Finds these numbers up above, takes all of them and totals them up for our answer. So if you check out the formula, it's C6 to C10. It included this blank cell. If we added something there, it would be included. If we added something we didn't want included, well, we'd have to go back and edit our formula, which we do up here in the formula bar. Just click after the 10, hit your backspace key a couple of times and change that 10 to a 9, press enter, and there you go. So by using formulas and functions, we can get the answers we're looking for. And there are many, many built-in functions to choose from here in Excel. The next step is to get the same thing done for February and March. And the easiest way to do that is to copy our formula and use relative addressing. That's all coming up next.